Hi, my name's Joy, and I'm the author of Simple Love Advice Oracle Cards. I'm a counselor and a psychic medium, and I've developed these cards to help you connect to your own intuition, to get the answers about family, friends, and interpersonal relationship. You can be your own psychic. You can ask the questions because you really already know the answers. Simple Love Advice Oracle Cards are just here to help you along the way. So how do oracle cards work? Or how do actually any tarot cards or reading cards work? Everything is energy and everything has a vibration. So if you even think about it, your thoughts are energy, your words are energy, and your actions just putting that energy into motion. So if you have a question, there's already an energy signature with that vibration. And in these cards, when you shuffle and think about the question, you can say it out loud, you can close your eyes and say it. You think about the question you have, and then when you stop shuffling, whenever you feel like you have shuffled enough, you can cut the card, or you can look at the card on top, or if a card falls out, there should be a card to match and respond to the vibration of the question that you held. This is true for tarot cards, for Lenormand cards. Everything has a vibration, so your intention is in your question, and the universe or spirit responds according to that vibration. So when I want to use Simple Love Advice Oracle cards, or any cards, I try to prepare myself. I want to get myself in a calm environment and as calm as possible, because everything's energy, and if you're anxious about a question, you want to know if this guy likes me, you're going to shuffle and you're going to put that anxious energy into the card, and that can skew the reading. Sometimes it might be better to have a friend shuffle for you if you're that anxious about a question. But if you're in a calm state, get yourself ready. I usually light a candle. Sometimes I have crystals around, and I just close my eyes and think of the question. And then you stop shuffling when you feel like it, when it's the right time. Now you can either look at the card that's on the bottom, you can pick a card can fall out, it's up to you. Sometimes people do 3 cards. If it's not enough information, people use 3 card spreads as past, present, future. It's up to you. But the most important thing is get yourself in a neutral, calm state before you shuffle. After you do your reading, or before you do your next reading, I always like to clear the energy of the cards. Everything is energy. So what you put into the cards and your question comes, if you pass it on to your friend or pass it on to another person to ask a question, sometimes I knock 3 times. Just think of knocking out the energy. Sometimes I put it over a candle to clear the energy. Sometimes you just blow on the cards. Just blow the energy away, but have the intention to clear the energy of the cards. That will help you start anew. Again, everything's energy, so you want to make sure you have a fresh start when you shuffle. Sometimes when you shuffle, a card might fall out, just might pop out. I take that as a sign as the universe really wants you to read that card, or you're a bad shuffler. But I'm hoping it's one or the other. But Spirit usually is saying, hey, take a good look at this card. Maybe that's what you need to hear right now. And it's funny, the one I just pulled out now says congratulations. So hopefully that's good news for you and good news for me. So I created Simple Love Advice Oracle cards because I noticed in my sessions with my clients, people were asking me a lot of the same questions. Will I meet a soulmate? Is this the right person for me? Will so-and-so come back into my life? Or they've asked about friendships. Is this person a good friend? Will they betray me? So I found that I held space for these answers. And what I did is I wrote down all the possible questions that I've heard in loving relationships. And I meditated on each one and channeled into these oracle cards. So I'm hoping with these oracle cards, you can be your own psychic, and they will help support you in finding the right answers that you already know.